And then for myself, I need to work on my ears. And of course, I had to get Rapunzel. Hello, we are back. It's a few days later now, and basically we went to London on Thursday. Today is now Monday, so that just explains to you how hectic our week can be. So I've only just got around to editing this video, and it is now actually the 2nd of July, a little bit later, and I'm uploading this video a bit later than expected and planned, but yeah, that's how hectic life can really be with a toddler. Anyway, let's go back. Please ignore the absolute state. I've not long got back from home from work, and it's currently 7:03, so it's soon to be bath time. Matt's trying to keep the child entertained for 5 minutes just whilst I quickly do this. I just thought we'll have a little bit of a haul as to what we got whilst we was in London, just because I find it fun and interesting to watch. I know other people do, and I just think we can also look back and see when we actually brought it and see if it needs to go in the bin or not. So first things first, the things that we brought for Chester. So we went to the Disney store, as I mentioned, and you would have seen in the vlog, it was a bit of a hectic day, if I'm honest. It was really good. I did enjoy it, but I think I just, again, wouldn't rush to do a lot of it again too soon. The Disney store, I'd do again in a heartbeat, that's a given. And I think I just got a bit overwhelmed by it all, especially towards the end. And because it was quite an early start, Chester was up quite early. But yeah, so Disney store, great shop as always. We got there quite early actually. I think we got there probably about 11ish, and it was actually quite quiet. As you'll have seen, Chester had the best time ever. He wanted to do his own shopping. He was off, but trying to video with a toddler is, oh my god. Thankfully, so thankfully, Matt was there, and I definitely wouldn't be able to do trips like that with him on my own. Honestly, I could not be able to do a thing. But yeah, so there may not have been a lot that was captured whilst we were out and about, but I tried my very hardest. But with a clingy child who's teething and is tired and wants to do everything in between here and space, but doesn't understand he can't do half of it, yeah. Anyway, back to what we're doing, what we purchased. So we went in there with the intention of picking up Chester a Rex, which we got. He's very much into dinosaurs and he likes going around roaring with them. This one's really cool actually. So it is quite large, like top to tail, quite large. It's really, really fun actually, and we have a bit more fun with it more than he does, I think. It actually interacts with Woody and Buzz that he's already got downstairs that he got for Christmas. And this one is a lot better actually than the Woody and Buzz. So he actually changes his phrases when he talks to the other characters, whereas Buzz and Woody, they just have standard phrases and they just yapper and they don't really change. It's just the same rotation, whereas Rex, he actually changes and like customises it to the character, which is actually really fun. But
were you scared? Tell me honestly.
Petrified. So yeah, that's the first thing we got for Chester. And then we also got him, so as I mentioned, we're going on a cruise in August. So we of course have to get him some nice clothing. And we got him this lovely little Cars shirt. It's a little bit big, don't get me wrong. That's the back. But it's a UK 3, which I believe is 2 to 3, but I'd rather it be a little bit bigger and it fit him a bit longer than just this one holiday. But he loves cars and I just think it's going to be adorable. And I've actually just ordered myself a dress. I'll have to have a look as to where it's from actually, because I've had to pre-order it and it's the name of the store has completely left my mind. But yeah, when that turns up, I'll have to show you. I've got a few dresses for the cruise that I've purchased from Vinted. I've got a Toy Story one, I've got a Castle one, but I'll do like a little outfit check maybe before we go and before I pack it all. So yeah, that's the second thing we got him. We did actually also get him a new water bottle. Trying to find a water bottle that doesn't leak is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. I'm just fed up with leaking bottles. So if anyone's got any suggestions, let me know and I'll give him a test because they're winding me up. But yeah, so we've got him a Lightning McQueen bottle, which is actually currently downstairs in use, of course. But he loves it. I'll pop a picture on somewhere once I've figured out how to do that. And then more from the Disney store is there was a little sale section, and Matt, we need to seriously work on his Disney clothing because it is poor. So we did get him this. This was like really nice. He really did like it. They did have a slinky one, but not in his size and not in the offer. But we got him this lovely Buzz Lightyear t-shirt just for during the day. But this was £15. It was meant to be 20, so it's a £5 off. And I just think it's actually a really nice, simple but Disney-fied t-shirt. And then for myself, I need to work on my ears. And of course, I had to get Rapunzel. Let's be honest, I am hoping to get a purple dress and do a bit of what's it called? This is baby brain, almost a year and a half on, 20 months today. What's the words I'm looking for? Disney bound. That's it. We got there in the end. So I really want to do a Rapunzel Disney bound, especially for when we have Royal Court. Is that what it's called on the Fantasy? Because that's the ship we're going on. The Disney Fantasy, their Royal Court restaurant. I really want to do a Rapunzel Disney bound. So yeah, I got myself these cute little ears, which annoyingly, after we purchased all this, I then went online and realised I had 20% off online. And we all just paid full price. But I did use my blue light card, so we got a little bit off. Not a total loss. But then, so that's everything we got from the Disney store. I think it was. I tried to accumulate everything before I came up, but I feel like I've missed something. I forgot. We got Chester, a Captain Mickey, to take him on our cruise. I'm so excited. He was a little bit bothered. He a little bit wasn't. You know, kids. But yeah, I mean, he has a tag longer than his leg. But yeah, we got him a Captain Mickey. I did really want to get him the Donald, but I was like, we'll see how he goes with this one first. But yeah, no, I thought I'll get one now rather than waiting until we go on the ship. Just because it's always a hit and miss, isn't it? And you go in there with the intention, oh, I'll get that when I'm there. And you get there and it's not there. And you're just like, oh, brilliant. But yeah, so we picked him up, a Captain Mickey. So we then obviously walked down to the Natural History Museum. That's kind of where for me the day kind of took a down. There wasn't as much there as what I remember when I was younger and from what I remember seeing people post. And I just feel it's kind of gone a bit downhill. There's a lot of stuff there, yes, but like the dinosaur section, which is primarily what we went for, yes, as much as I'm an anti-dinosaur person, it was just a case of that there's like 3 skeletons that we saw, apart from the big one that's in like the main entrance part. But yeah, it just wasn't for us. It was very hectic, not toddler friendly for one that just wants to walk everywhere and be independent. My stress of him running away or even being abducted was very high. I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, what can you do? Anyway, so we went round the little dinosaur section and then at the end we picked him up. This little one, I did really want to try and find him a Brachiosaurus, the one with the really long neck, because they seem to be his favourite. Don't really know why, but they are. But no, we ended up picking up this little one just because I didn't have any Brachiosauruses. So yeah, got him that. Yeah, he likes a little cuddly toy. And then just towards the end, we were parked at Wembley, so once we got the tube back, we just popped into a few of the shops of like Nike, Vans, things like that, and I just picked up myself some more socks. I wear them to work because I tend to wear like some shoes that just don't look cool with socks and I just don't like it. But they're starting to get holes in them. But yeah, so I just picked up myself some of these. £12 mind. Vans, Sort yourself out, mate. But they are really good. They actually stay on my feet. But yeah, that's everything that we got whilst we was in London. As an overall trip roundup, it was good, but I won't rush to do the second part of it again. And just trying to find food was really hard as well. Chester being Chester, didn't want to eat anything. But yeah, I just wouldn't rush to do Natural History Museum again until he's much older, or even into like having to do like geography and things like that at school, just because a lot of the things, obviously you had like the earthquakes, volcanoes, about Earth, all that sort of stuff, but it's not interesting to do when you've got a toddler. But yeah, I just won't rush to do that bit again. But Disney Store, I'll be back tomorrow if I could. So that's it. Tune in with us on the next one. Again, if you want to keep up with the madness of toddler life, like, subscribe, whatever the jazz is that we have to do. Enjoy. Bye.